So, I'm the only candidate with a real sense of humor. That guy back there has the nicest haircut I've ever seen. You know, in a moment of seriousness, you know, if cancer has ever touched your lives, if Alzheimer's has ever touched your lives, if HIV/AIDS has ever touched your lives, then I've touched your lives. I'm sorry, I just had a really hard time with this. My sister passed away last Friday, so I've had a really, real hard struggle this week. But let's not go there. So, the groups of people I organize to volunteer to raise money and we give 100% back to the organizations. You know, those organizations give it to the people or research, and that touches everybody's lives, things like that. I'm not a career politician. I'm the regular guy that goes out there and does things in the community. My friends at the table have said, you know, that they have relationships with the Latino community. I was actually born and raised in Hartford. Some of my volunteers are here tonight, and they are Latinos. I was raised with them. I understand the fight living in the inner city. They talk about the middle class. I think the middle class is gone. There's poor and there's rich now. I want to represent the poor people. You know, Latinos, I'm being honest. African Americans, they're a poor community. What are we going to do to change that? I hope some of the discussion that we have here today will, you know, get some answers for that. I like having a nice cold beer. You know, I like having McDonald's coffee. I can't afford Starbucks. You know, I read Star Trek novels, even though some people at the podium have accused me of not reading at all. You know, I like making people laugh. I'm a regular guy, but I want you to understand that I'm also dead serious about this race. It means a lot to be able to come and at least get the message out. They talk about things, you know, I'm up in the north end of Hartford. I'm on Park Street. You know, I talk to the folks out there, and Mather Street, I was on the corner of Mather and Garden. It's a perfect example. There were 3 guys, you know, standing on the corner. 2 out of the 3 weren't registered to vote. I gave them the voter registration. I had them fill it out on the spot. Because let's be honest, who uses stamps anymore? I don't even know why we're using mail-in forms anymore. We should be doing things electronically these days. You know, so but I took them back because you got to motivate the people, you know, to mail it in. I'll do it myself. I'll drop it off for you. You know, that's the type of guy I am. Getting out there, getting everybody registered. I don't care if you're black, white, Puerto Rican, whatever. You need to get out there. You need to be registered, and you need to vote. So even if I don't win, at least I've done something good for the community, and that's the message I want to take away. I do thank Yolanda specifically. You know, someone that I grew up with also. For getting me involved in this. You know, unfortunately, much like Patti LaBelle, you know, when you give me a microphone, I'll start singing, and I know you don't want me to do that. So, you know, I only ask that you not listen to what the folks say up here, but listen to how they say it. You know, it's going to be rehearsed. It's going to be, you know, the same old political thing. You know, I'm not that guy, so I want you to take that away from me. Thank you. Well, I hope I didn't bore you too much today. You know, I probably won't use my 3 minutes. I just want to stress to you that some of the candidates, you know, up here, you know, 2 of them have been in some elected office, you know, combined 36 years. If you've ever gone out and you've had that martini or that beer I was talking about earlier, or even a cup of coffee with your neighbor, and they say, you know, you're tired of politics as usual. Well, I'm that breath of fresh air. I'm the guy that, you know, they were talking about and said, well, you know, I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to give it the old go. And here I am, you know. I'm enjoying it. And I really, really want you to think about that. They talk about, you know, working with your community and everything. I was raised in your community. They talk about the banks. My father passed away in just last September. And that's what set it off. You know, Bank of America. You know, Mom tried to refinance after Dad passed away. It's been almost 7 months now, and we haven't heard back. Yet we bailed them out in 72 hours. That's offensive. It's offensive to us as citizens. We as citizens bailed them out, and they will not help us. Congress did nothing to tell them, you need to help people within a certain amount of time. One of the reporters that interviewed me for an article, 2 years she's been waiting to hear back from them. It's offensive, and nothing's being done to change it. No one's vocal enough to say how offensive it is. I'm the guy that's going to tell Rush Limbaugh when he talks about sluts and stuff like that to shut his mouth. It's offensive. We need to get away from those type of things. You know, if your families have ever been touched by, like I said, cancer, but also by addiction. My sister just passed away, like I said, last week. She had an 8-year struggle with addiction. I understand the pain and the suffering that you could possibly be going through. I'm one of you. I'm just a common guy. You know, I have 19 volunteers that are Latino on my campaign. They believe in me, and I need you guys to believe in me. Don't be scared into thinking that any honest and open person can't beat Linda McMahon or Shays. Any one of us can, with the support of people like you. Don't let them fear you into thinking that they have to be notable in order to do it. We've got to the point where celebrity is more important than the issues. We need to change that. Anyone in this room could run for office and beat them, because we, as Democrats, know what's right. And that's the message that we need to get across. I thank you all for your time, and I really, really hope you consider me and take me seriously.